What is up, folks? Welcome back to another live stream repair. Yes, finally, the Series 5 ceramic white. Raining amps! It's raining amplifiers! Anyways, this beautiful Series 5 ceramic white Apple Watch has been waiting quite some time for USPS to finally deliver the replacement battery. We can finally wrap that up, but not before we close out a couple of HomePods that need a little bit of work. Let's see, we're gonna pick on 3619 first. Let's see, 3619 bricked. After this one, we're gonna do 3623.
Apple Music One now playing.
No, shut up. And then we've got Daniel that needs a new logic board. And then we've got that looks like Anthony with some maintenance as well. So let's let 3619 know. And then we'll let 3623 give them heads up. All right. Without further ado, here we go. We're gonna get this a new logic board. And while we're in it, I'm gonna have to turn my fan on because my camera will overheat within a matter of minutes with how hot it is out today. Oh, and then, of course, after Anthony, we got Apple Watch. Oh yeah, so here's the part that likely went bad here. Let me double check. That looks good. Yeah. no big deal. I've got another board right here ready to go. If not, I've got a few more. Stefan, what is up? Welcome back. I see my camera has decided to do the hocus pocus today. There we go. Alright, so I kinda didn't explain what else we were doing here. We're not just replacing the logic board, of course. If they're paying all this money for us to replace the logic board, we'll take it just a step further and break it all the way down and replace a few parts that typically fail and give reasons for these things to get sent in to us for repairs. We're talking the 4 filters here that go bad and cause death farts. They all do. It's inevitable. And would you look at that, we also have a 48K dated Schottky diode. Those love to go bad and cause no power. This HomePod has no shortage of really crappy parts waiting to cause other issues. Oh, Simon's welcome back. Haven't had anybody even ask about sending a Google Home, and I imagine they're just, you can get used working ones for so cheap. It's not worth paying to fix them. Okay. New filter's done. Let's get that diode out of here. Alright, let's get this back together and out of here. Alright, that should reboot like once or twice and then show us a beautiful setup prompt. Who are we going to do next? 3623. Let's get that done. After 3623 is going to be Daniel. 3614. Let's let them know they're coming up. Oh, I have not heard back yet from Daniel whether or not they want to actually get that fixed. So we will skip Daniel today, and we will look at Anthony after 3623's maintenance. Let's see here. 3623 with maintenance. And then Anthony with maintenance. Oh, cool. Okay. Anthony number 3607. Alright, let's get this maintained, let's get Anthony's maintained, and then let's get ourselves an Apple Watch fixed up. As much as I love staring at this Series 5 ceramic white on my desk, it's not mine, so I don't want to keep seeing it. Haha, not today, Tim. No blood for you. Matthew, what is up? Welcome, welcome. Alright, here we go. We're gonna give it some new filters. All the filters go bad over time. That's inevitable. What about the diode? Do we need a new diode? Yeah, we've got a 48K data diode, so had this not needed to get sent into us for its software issues on the logic board, it would have needed to come into us eventually for these filters going bad and causing death farts, or that diode going bad and causing no power. Let's get that all tidied up and keep it moving. Very nice. Kurt, what is up? Welcome back. Yes, sir. We've got that Series 5. Finally, the battery showed up, so we're going to wrap that up today. Aside from that, nothing interesting. As a matter of fact, actually, nothing, believe it or not, nothing showed up in today's mailbox to get fixed. Finally, a nice, brief little break. But it gives us a day to catch up on some of these stragglers, some of the ones that needed to test before some maintenance. No, don't send me a bunch of stuff to fix. I mean, I won't complain about the business, but I won't complain about things slowing down a little bit here and there. Alright, perfect timing. My wife just pulled in the driveway. Give me just a second, folks. We will be right back to wrap up today's stream with one more HomePod and this Apple Watch.
Now playing Apple Music 1. Going back to over and over again on Apple Music. I've got you covered this hour.
Alright, that reconnected to my Wi-Fi because it's been set up on my home testing overnight, of course. That is A-OK, good and ready to go. We'll put that away and grab the last one for today. Let's see, where's my mouse? The curse of a million monitors is not being able to find where your mouse is. Okay. Okay. 3607 Anthony Maintenance After Anthony, we've got our Apple Watch. Whose Apple Watch is this? Whose Apple Watch is this? This is Jacob's Apple Watch. So we'll shoot them a quick message. Here we go. New car today. Kurt, you get a new car today? The gigantic monitor ad thing that Linus used. Huh. I don't think I remember what you're talking about. Are you talking about a TV? Ooh, plug-in Prius. Very nice, Kurt. Very good choice. One day I'll get my hands on a good old cheap used Prius. I'd love to get one. Oh, that's good, Stefan. Used Prius is the ultimate commuter car for basically everyone. 100% agree. 100% agree. I don't like how the Cybertruck looks, and if I had the money, I still wouldn't buy one. No thank you. I mean, if they just painted the dang thing, it would look a million times better. Yeah, you can wrap it, but wraps aren't the same and they don't last. Not to mention it's It seems to have its own issues, like falling apart. Also, I'm just not ready to trust a car that's more computer than mechanical. Tesla or not. The newest car that I own is older than me. Of course, I got my wife a 2015 Volvo for her and the kid to run around, and I don't want to stick them in my death traps all the time. I think if they launched them at the price that they said they were going to launch them at, then you wouldn't have nearly as many complaints. I mean, we need not talk about why most people are really complaining about their cars, but besides the quality control issues, we won't talk about that here. I mean, at the end of the day, to most people, it's a car. It's there to get them from point A to point B. It's not to make a statement. Okay, well, the Cybertruck's obviously a statement piece. Like, you don't buy that to buy a truck. You buy that to make a statement. But the other cars, most people just see them as a car. They don't see them as much else. They just need something to reliably get them from point A to point B. They don't care about any of this other news. Heck, a fair number of Cybertruck owners probably don't care about any of the news, and they're all oblivious to it. They just heard that, Tesla and an EV manufacturer with what seemed to be a good reputation finally coming out with an electric truck. If you're not terminally online, it sounds like a half decent idea. Tell you what, though, when I can buy one for less than $10,000 off Craigslist, broken or used, then I'll buy one. But that pretty much goes for any car for me. The Lightning. The Ford Lightning. Now that's a truck. That's a nice frickin' truck. But you expect that. Ford's bread and butter is making trucks. Tesla's still figuring out how to make cars. No shade to any of you Tesla owners out there. I love you. But be careful with that, be careful with it. Too many people not paying attention and then getting into trouble. They get too confident. Thoughts on plug-in hybrids? I am 1000% for them. They are an excellent stopgap to help transition society towards a more efficient future. Sounds kind of corny to say out loud, but That's, you know, we can't depend on fermented dinosaur pee forever. Doesn't seem sustainable. Hey, we've got a 42K dated diode on there. We don't need to worry about replacing that. That's not going to fail and cause any issues. Let's get this back together. But anyways, I think plug-in hybrids are like just the best of both worlds, the best that you can get for now. Until we've got more chargers, until we've got more efficient EVs. There are prototype EVs and car companies out there trying to make ones that can basically charge just sitting there in the sunlight. You know, things to help reduce range anxiety and increase the range, decrease the charge time, increase charging availability, decrease charging prices, because electricity prices are apparently not ideal. A lot of people are finding themselves paying more to charge their electric vehicles than they were paying in gas. Now, if I had to buy a brand new car, if you held a gun to my head and said you must buy a new car, and let's say under what, $60,000 or $70,000, I think it was, I want the RAV4 hybrid. Was it a hybrid? Do that thing. Yeah. The new Toyota RAV4 hybrid. That is what I would get. Oh, they start at 43 grand too. That would be my top choice for plug-in hybrid, or not, yeah, plug-in hybrid slash EV-ish kind of vehicle. If I was going all gas for a new vehicle, I'd have to get the Nissan 400Z, whatever they call it. I'm a Z fan. What can you say? I've got 2.5 Zs. It's pretty much all I've ever driven. Yeah, and what sold me on the RAV4 was regular car reviews, doing a video on the RAV4, and he was saying something similar, how freaking fast it was. It's a RAV4. It's comically fast, and I love stuff like that. You could put copper in the tires and convert highways to charge while driving. That won't work because laws of physics and what have you, things are well above my head, but it would essentially, trying that would be the equivalent of expecting that you could stick a fan with a generator on the front of your car and drive down the street, and that would produce more energy than it takes to drive it down the street and generate that energy. Basically, you're going to end up, it's not going to be a net positive system. It's gonna take energy, more energy than you will produce trying to do inductive charging like that, sticking copper into the wheels and magnets into the roads. And if that was possible, then heck, why do we need to put the magnets in the road? Why don't we just put the magnets inside of the wheels, so that way the wheels spinning around the magnets on the car, and just every time you're going anywhere, it's constantly generating electricity. We have this already. It's called regenerative braking. The thing is, like I said, you're not going to get a net positive amount of energy outputted for how much energy you have to put in to that system. So it makes sense with regenerative braking because you're already slowing down. So you can recuperate some of that energy by, with your regenerative braking, putting that back into the battery, using that to slow you down. But and you don't want a kinetic. Moving parts would be pretty expensive and complicated, I imagine. I mean, they've got those. If you're talking about like a mass flywheel, like something that's spinning and storing energy until you need it. Not sure you can scale something like that down to be practical for home use. See, and like, if you want a charging solution for garages, if you're stationary, you can just plug in. Nothing is going to be more efficient and faster than plugging it straight into the wall, going right over copper. Wireless charging and inductive charging, all of that's fun and convenient, but it's nowhere near as efficient. Maybe we'll get there one day. AFS20 flywheel concept. Trunk was filled with flywheels and a battery. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to look that up. The LeMay Car Museum? Is it LeMay? I know which car museum you're talking about. Yeah. Yeah, we go there all the time. I'll have to check that out. All right. Very good, very nice. Alright, in addition to the battery that we've been waiting for, I also ordered a replacement Force Touch gasket because I assumed we were going to destroy the original getting this apart. Alright, 44mm Series 5 battery. Yeah, it looks as good as the other iFixit battery. And then we've got some adhesive to hold this all back together. Alright, so let's get the old battery out. That is gonna be we boop with a boop. Alright, so to get this bad boy out, it is a matter of peeling this up. Oh, well, I guess we unplugged the screen too. Did I break anything? I did not. We got really lucky. The amount of luck there is crazy. Okay. That even came unplugged without me having to remove this guy. Okay. Nice, they give you fresh adhesive. Thank you, iFixit. No, let me change the name on the screen. Because we're done with Anthony's HomePod. We are working on Jacob's Apple Watch. they even give you adhesive on this. So nice of them. Alright, we can get this out of here. Alright, how does this go on? It goes on there. But we can't get it around all of that with... I'm gonna have to put it back on the charger again. I want to charge it back up. It's got the new battery, so I have to do a few charge cycles before I want to glue this all back together. I just want to make sure it's, of course, a good battery. But that is, we're pretty close, very, very close to done on this Apple Watch. Just a few more minutes of work and it'll be all done. That is it for here and now, though, folks. I hope you all enjoyed this live stream repair, and I hope to catch you in the next one. Goodbye.